I troll every female gamer I see in Overwatch, and when their inferior emotional brain lashes out, I report them. Real gamers rule the online world, and they should freaking learn their place. Consider it payback for turning me down for prom, UB.
I'm gonna be honest, I legit keep on forgetting that Overwatch is even getting a sequel, let alone that it has a game. And honestly, what is the difference between the sequel game and the game just getting DLC? Plus, way to go, dum-dum, you got rejected once, that means you're going to absolutely torment every single woman for the rest of your life. Oh, and let me guess, you're then also going to then complain about why you're still single. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into r/justneckbeardthings, and if you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. Maybe check out a video or two afterwards, that we darn dandy of yous. They canceled E3 because they know some unhygienic gamers would have been in there smelling like spoiled deli meat, and the virus would have evolved into the frickin' T-virus in that environment. Smart move. Okay, fictional post aside, y'all know for a fact that that could have possibly happened. Like, I'm not turning into straight up T-virus, but collect enough bacteria, it can evolve. And I'm kind of expecting at this point, if they have any type of E3 level announcements where they let the general public in, if they have anything mentioning Smash in there, they gotta have some kind of disinfectant airlock zone. Like, just, okay, come into the airlock box, you gotta cover your face, cover your nose, cover your holes, and just spray the crap out of them. He remains in Fantastic Beasts despite police records, while Johnny Depp gets kicked out over verbal accusations. This is all under a post of Ezra Miller, and at the time of this post, a dude on the lam.
I never would have noticed, because I will never watch another film in that series. I have every Hermione scene from the original Harry Potter movies saved to hard drive at 1/4 speed, so I have many hours of entertainment at my fingertips, you.
r/justneckbeardthings. Excuse me, what the frick? Yes, FBI, this one right here. Look, if you want to have a digital copy of a movie, whether you bought it legitimately or torrented the movie, that's one thing, because, like, you can watch it offline and everything. It's another thing if you only have one character in the movie every single instance, especially considering, didn't the characters in Harry Potter start at, like, what, 11? And not only that, but you have it played at 1/4 speed, this is so questionable, what the frick?
Okay, I guess, but it would have been nicer if she had more attractive or cool armor for females. Crown or a circlet instead of a hood or funky headgears, knee-high boots, tight pants, leather vest, belt, and whatever cool bracers. Nothing funky or something like a Wonder Woman-ish, just a different design / colors. The miniskirt so the wokeness people don't freak out. Lamau. This way you can collect them. Stats are just numbers. It could be whatever stats.
I've seen countless discussions about people having like problems with women's armor being not actually focused on the shape of their body and more so just armor design in general. Like in Mandalorian, like they did armor in that straight up was not boob cups, and for some reason some dum-dums on the internet had a problem with that. And on the other side of that, I've also seen people that just make memes making fun of it as like, okay, well, give us the guy's version, and then people actually make the guy's variant of the like very stereotypical like chest armor but for dudes, and it just basically turns into I guess a chastity belt. I don't know.
After several years teaching in China, I knew I wanted a Chinese wife. I dated a few Chinese women. I asked only one Chinese woman to marry me. She said no. This was many years ago. Only today, only now, do I finally accept this her statement of no. I type this as a public acknowledgement of my loss, of her rejection of me, of my final acceptance of her rejection of our relationship. I loved her. I love her. I release her.
Stop treating her like a Pokemon, dum-dum. Maybe that's one of the reasons that she said no to use, among probably plethora of others. And if you posted this on Facebook, which I'm guessing is that it was a good idea, I don't know if you know what a good idea is.
Actually, think about the nature of women. If the world were a school classroom where over half of the students had delicious candy that they don't even eat themselves but refuse to give the other half the class, you'd think that group of students was an a-hole. And so they are. Women are that in our world. Think about it rationally.
Dude, you haven't had a thought process that was rational since 1862. I don't know where you're coming off saying all this.
They have these huge sacks that are just filled to the brim with the delicious...
Are we on the Canadian milk bag thing again?
And refuse to even consider sharing. They even made super strict laws about trying to steal their yummy milk from them. You could go to prison for decades just for stealing something they have an endless supply of that they don't even use. What reason could there be for such cruel behavior? It's seemingly not benefiting them until you realize our suffering is the point. They want us to perpetually want for their tasty milk. They want to keep us in an eternal state of submission, hoping that one day we can partake in their exquisite milk. That makes us complaint. Well, think about it rationally.
Not a single second of this has been rational.
Cease the means of milk production. Human dairy farms now.
Just because you put rational twice in your paragraph does not mean that you have any rational thought process whatsoever. Also, why do I get the weird feeling that this is the dude that would very, very confidently shout nice milkers as a pickup line? I swear to God, if I do. Because look, boobs are nice and all, but like, anybody that goes on this type of monologue, they kind of deserve to get punched. Every single second of this rant made the dude more punchable than the last second. We are at an anime convention and they have a thick Pikachu towel? Jesus, I thought they only made little custom cards. Well, I'll tell you this right now, straight up, this is by far not the worst thing you could find at an anime convention. I went to Katsucon and Otakon, and both times in the dealer room, they had this little area called the Smut Hut, and yeah, it's pretty much what you expect it to be. And honestly, the more I kind of think about it, the more I kind of think that, like, the thick Pikachu towel would probably just be like a gag gift between friends. It'd be like a throw rug or something. No, not a rug, but a blanket.
Neckbeard explaining that his figure of a minor lottie in a bikini is actually a 5,000-year demigod.
I'm never going to be able to see this dude the same way, because I've seen people that accidentally dress up as him. Random girl at the bar? Yeah, this is very much not an icebreaker. I don't understand any type of reasoning behind the conversation there. One thing I also never understand is how those figures usually run up about $400 to $500.
Since last weekend, I've been trying to find a way to message you without hurting your feelings. I love you very much, Blank, and I say that you will be wrapped in that love. I have noticed for some time that you are not being careful about your personal hygiene, and it is becoming a problem between us, as I am sure it is with others. As you get ready to go to a new work environment, you need to address this, which is pretty darn easy. Daily shower, clean clothes on a daily basis, attention to teeth, hair, etc. Unfortunately, when I sit close to you and you smell unclean, it causes my nausea to kick up, and we will not be able to be physically close as I get sicker, and this doesn't get fixed. You may not be aware of it, but others certainly are. Parents, friends, females, coworkers, etc. And it reflects on who you are, making you look lazy and uncaring, which you aren't at all. Please don't be angry with me for saying this, but you are old enough to take care of this issue, which, as I said, is an easy fix. You will feel better about yourself and have more confidence if you know how to present a better physical image. I love you very much, and 15 minutes a day can play a big part in all of your relationships. Yeah, for any context, this is the dude's grandmother straight up just calling him out on his own Facebook page. And imagine smelling so bad and not showering so at all to the point where it's affecting your grandparents' health. Like, imagine you be the reason your grandma passes out. Like, no joke, like, people really need to shower more. I had remembered I was listening to one of my friend's podcasts. Him and his buddies were talking about their recent trip to Otakon, and just straight up out of the blue, one of the dealers just compliments him on his smell. It's like, oh yeah, I showered this morning. And just out of nowhere, there's just he gets a wholehearted
Thank you. So please, just even if it's every other day, more so, I guess, as a morning routine during the summer would be also even better because of the heat. Please shower for the sake of everybody else and yourself. The Halloween knockoff costume names are so good. Oh, this is those Spirit Halloween stuff. Okay, little side note, like fun fact about me. Just around Halloween, I don't even need to be going in to get anything. I just like to browse Spirit Halloweens just to laugh at all of like the copyright avoiding names they give the costumes. Like straight up, I've just seen Luigi's named Green Brother. We got Juice Bug, 8-Bit Farm Girl, Aging My Chemical Romance, Female Libertarian. I'm gonna try to be serious with these, but I can only hold back so much. Heroin Diva. I gotta censor that out because that's not the superhero heroine. That's the dance around on the street kind of. Yeah, I can't say that. If anybody could tell me what the character actually is, because all the other ones I think I could recognize, but I don't know who this is. Casual Jeb Bush. What's the correlation between Jeb Bush and Fred frickin' Flintstone?
I get it.
I don't get it.
Condescending online man. Yeah, no, this one about checks out. You're either about to get a copyright from Reddit, a bunch of dudes that are sweating and mouth breathing, or just straight up V himself. I honestly don't know, but I feel like out of all of them, this is the most accurate one. And the better future, Bernie Sanders. Holy Jesus, he finally gets up out of his chair.
I think dating apps need to penalize ghosting. It is painful, disrespectful, and ruins the experience of users. Many guys I know have been discouraged from apps because of this behavior. Honest communication is a must and should be prioritized. Here's what I propose. You have a max 3 days to respond to the message. If you don't, you are given a warning and must offer an acceptable reason for ghosting, which then will be reviewed by the mods. If the reason is not approved, then you are given points. After, say, 10 points, you are suspended from the app. The final step is a permanent ban. This may sound harsh, but ghosting is harmful and needs to be addressed.
Okay, so let me get this straight. That would also mean that you yourself would be required to participate in a conversation that you probably didn't want to be in after a certain point of time, finding out that it's not really going to go anywhere. Right? And let me take a wild guess. Are we also going to then put in a penalization code or something for people whose openers are literally just hey there, hi, or something of the variations? Or is that something that is only going to benefit you? You know, I'm just trying to make sure that this is a solid system that doesn't show any sort of favoritism toward any one person.
Pray, how to spoil a good idea.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that a lot of people are getting really pissy at Prey being out just for the sole purpose that the lead cast member is a woman. All the while would go off and watch Terminator every single movie in a single weekend and not have a single problem with Sarah Connors being a main character. And whenever I see stuff like this, people getting pissy about movies for this reason, I kind of want to like be told what movie it exactly is just so I can go see it just to piss them off. But also with this being a Predator movie, I actually have been looking forward to seeing this movie so far, and the Rotten Tomatoes audience score being high has me with really good hopes because whenever I go on Rotten Tomatoes to see a movie score, I always look at the audience score because that's how my type of demographic would go to enjoy the movie. The people that pay to see the movie, not the people that are paid to see the movie. And unfortunately, it's because of the paid critics, which are the reasons why a lot of animated projects only get nominated but never get awards outside of Pixar.
Aw, did the little beta male get his feet hurt? If you can't hang with the big dogs, get off the porch. Woof woof. You go play with your little micro pecker elsewhere. How does it feel to get dunked on by a real alpha?
Dude, ain't nobody gonna be intimidated by anybody where I can just look at what you type and just very much assume that you can't jump more than 6 inches. Don't even think for a second you can brag about anything regarding dunking, or you're calling them Nat Geo terms like it's actually gonna get you something. What are you gonna do next? Put this on your resume to think it'll get you a job? Yeah, good luck. Let me know the play-by-play. I need a source of entertainment on the weekend. If you keep on using that alpha beta male kind of Nat Geo talk, I'm just gonna automatically assume you whack it to Andrew Tate compilations at night to get to sleep.
Without immediately downvoting me, honest question, I don't support CP. How is downloading it from LimeWire supporting CP in any way or contributing to supply and demand, assuming he didn't seed it after? He didn't pay for it, didn't seed it, nothing of value made its way back to those distributing it. Honest question. Edit. People can't explain in any conceivable way how it's supporting ZP, so they are resorting to downvotes. Typical Reddit. Emotion over fact.
Oh yeah, no, don't you know, if the FBI breaks down your door, sees this on your computer, the question of whether or not you bought this or not is definitely going to be the thing that's going to keep you out of prison. But with that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. And if you want to be absolutely awesome, check out the playlist, because there's a whole lot of more videos, so you might find a whole bunch of stuff to giggle at. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.